Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Dreams, visions, and appearances. And tonight we have Kelly Healer with us,
Hi, everybody.
Diana Boyles from Oil Painter. Yeah.
Magic
Hi.
Land.
And I'm Teri, holding your space. And unfortunately, Alice will not be here, Heart and Soul Connected tonight. She is not feeling well, and so she is taking the night off. So I have a beautiful person named Kelly, and she has a channel called. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do later, aren't I?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Oh, okay. So. Huh?
I think that's what you had said.
I think I'm gonna switch it around.
Why not? That was in your hand.
Yeah. So we're gonna do Kelly's first. I was gonna do Patricia's. I've got two beautiful things to read you guys, and it won't take long at all. So thank you all for being here. Number one, we're thrilled to have you, and we're gonna get to this first. So Kelly is a beautiful person. She has a channel called Kelly's Journeys, and she is documenting, or it's not called documenting. What's it called when it's a journaling? I guess it is documenting her journey through her health. So she's had stem cell replacements and a lot of things going on in her life, and she is a trooper, and she's an amazing part of morning meditations on my channel, as well as on many other channels that you guys will know her from. So here is the prayer that she brought in that I thought was gorgeous. And it is, and I'll go to that if I can find it again. Teresa K. Where did you go? Let's see. Oh, it's not there. It only takes me 10 years to do this stuff, you guys. Okay,
you're doing fabulous.
Here's the full prayer. I humbly ask for assistance from any being working for the highest good of humanity. This can be changed to whoever you typically pray to. I ask that you protect all living beings on this planet, especially those of us most at risk. Please keep us safe, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, and grant us the strength to rise above challenges, whether they be due to human actions or natural disasters. Please provide comfort to those who are suffering and guide those who can help to offer generous aid quickly where it is most needed. I visualize all living beings surrounded with love and protection, now and always. Amen.
Amen.
And that's it. Yeah. So that
beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, she's amazing. So
now, I've been kind of wrapped up all day. So if you have not sent this to us, would you mind making sure I have a copy of that?
She sent it to us.
Okay.
Whoa. What happened?
No, stop it.
I'm going to add it to stage, and then I'm going to remove it. And it won't remove. Alice!
Alice! Right to the moon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Is Kelly still there?
Yes, yeah. I see her.
Okay.
Well, that got us right in the core, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This card, just shuffling to warm the deck, and it jumped out. Perfect card.
Wow.
Perfect.
What is it?
Core.
Wow. Okay.
Well, while you're looking, I have my dreams. I never did make it to Mount Olympus.
I didn't either.
I tried and tried and tried, but I'm wondering if it was we were being protected because of the earthquakes.
The earthquakes, right? I was thinking the same thing, because when I was thinking Mount Olympus, I was really thinking about Crete, which is right around the corner from Santorini. It's just a short boat ride.
You know, I usually listen to ambient music of some sort or another.
Yeah.
And all last week, I kept listening to Bach's cello concertos, right? Mostly by Yo-Yo Ma.
Yeah.
But that's what I was listening to, and I didn't go anywhere. I didn't dream that I remembered. How about that? Isn't that like a first?
You're right.
What?
Exactly.
Oh
I have
my
nothing in my
God.
book.
Get out.
But what I found last night, this is something that I absolutely love. And all the time that I lived in Virginia, I hadn't heard it. And when I first came back to live in Michigan, that very first winter, there was a early March morning that I got to the lake just after dawn, and I heard it. It's the ice breaking on the water. And I'm going to cry because it is the most fascinating sound. It sounds like whales talking.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And the lake that I generally walk is inside this great big cove of hills. So it's echoing and bouncing back. And it was humongous. And the sun starts to lift through the clouds, and the fog is starting to clear. And this noise and it's just me and the dogs. Well, last night in my feed shows up the song of the ice, 10 hours of ambient ice breaking. It was fantastic. And of course, there's all these lines that look like ley lines running through it. So that's all I saw in my dreams last night were ley lines.
Wow. That's beautiful. I have been dreaming that I have been doing safe houses for people and putting people in safe houses and sending people to safe houses. And it wasn't last night, it was the night before. I had like a soup kitchen in my house where I was feeding people, and yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Amazing.
I wonder if you're part of the Epicureans.
Okay, what's an Epicurean?
An Epicurean, this is something that I just picked up earlier listening to Nancy Jean while I was driving back from Flint.
I love it.
Yeah. And she says, she was talking about, how nowadays they are able to find on the scrolls the things that were written about. They couldn't before, but now X-ray is so good that they are able to peel and be able to read the letters that were put down that, were lost. Well, we use the word Epicurean for food. Delicious, perfect tasting food, right? But really the Epicureans is the meaning is things that are everything, not just food.
Like a glimmer.
It's done to perfection, right?
Yeah.
And I can remember going to Catholic school and hearing about them. They're in the Bible somewhere,
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I'm sure they said something about him.
Well, and
Father Murphy up on the altar.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's cracking up. Sorry.
Cracking ice water doing sounds on that.
Yeah. Doing it.
It's awesome.
Like
I don't have my phone. I can't put the link in here because I have to leave. But
I can put it in. I can put it in the comments afterwards because I was going to watch that show and I didn't get around to it.
Okay.
She's got Nancy Jean pulls stuff out of her hat every once in a while. It's like, dang, girl.
I'm not kidding you.
Always, really.
You were on with her and you had mentioned that I was saying we were at the same campground.
Yeah. I told her.
I was the one next to her. This was in St. Joe. She and I have had that conversation before.
What?
But, in the middle of the show, I could have met her 60 years ago.
Yeah. They were at the same campground when they were kids.
What are the chances of that?
What are the chances? I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
14, 15-year-old kids on a school camp. For me, it was Girl Scouts. For her, it was a church group, I think.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Crazy cool.
She's a month older than me. What are the
Oh,
chances?
wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's too much. It's just too much. So anyway, if anybody sent me any emails of dreams, I didn't see them. So just let me know, or you can put them in here or send them to me now, and I'll try to get them. Amber says, I apologize in advance for this question, but are you ladies tarot readers, astrologers, psychics, healers? I just thought it looked very interesting, so I stopped by.
Well,
Oh my God, well, it's
step
the
into
right
our
time.
portal.
Waking up to your mission, right?
I love it.
Yeah. Amber, that's a great advice, or a great question, because that
Thank
is like the major soul question, right? Who am I? What am I? I have no idea. But but we're tonight we do dreams, we interpret dreams, and what we do is we give sometimes 3 different ideas, sometimes we're all, together on it, or 4 different ideas. And you kind of take it and take what works for you. And put it into your box, or your kettle or whatever you got. And Diane is our resident astrologer. She is a Western astrologer, and she also does draconian astrology now.
Sure. I need a little bit more practice, but yeah, soon.
Yeah, we all do different types of healings. Kelly Healer is an amazing healer. She works with her own type of healing that she does. And it's phenomenal, you guys. If you need to let go of anything and release anything, or if you've got any aches and pains, phenomenal. Diana also sends healing. I do Reiki, pranic, and Kundalini healing. I did see your dream. Thank you, Wiki. And so, so stick around if you want. The best part of this show is the chat, because everybody here is, number 1, hilarious. Number 2,
Yep.
Brilliant. And everybody here will also analyze your dream. And the best part is they're going to give you lots of encouragement and lots of love.
And also, if you're someone, Amber, who says, well, I never remember my dreams, stick around, because so many here in the chat started out with that conversation, and now they're telling us their dreams. So
yeah. Lauren, I love what Lauren has to say. Nancy June was so cute today. She kept mentioning that were not any questions. No one was going to take a question while getting a master class from her.
Exactly.
Hello.
Yeah. And I was driving, so I'm just lurking. But I was so glad that she was on.
Now, I love that Kelly's cat has come online with us, because have your cats and animals been more needy, everybody?
Way more needy.
Oh my gosh.
Very much.
Yeah, just unbelievable. They've been so sweet. So
I might have to go let her out. So I might, yeah.
Oh, it's okay. At 1:00 in the morning, Zeppelin, my cat, came in and started pawing at me, and he laid on top of me, and then my hand was right here, and he kept going, and he was like, pet me, I'm like, I'm sleeping, boy. Anyway, then he went outside. I have my auntie tree outside that she's definitely on a ley line, and she looks up. She's like a guardian for the house. Anyway, so I'm hearing something messing around in the tree, and I'm like, okay, I told the Galactics I did not want to see them.
And they came anyway.
Yeah, don't become creeping up on me.
Right.
And I'm looking out there, and all of a sudden I see these eyes beaming at me by the tree, and it's Zeppelin. Yeah.
They find any way they can to get to you.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, Maria, how are you, dear? Swampy.
Yay.
Love seeing you here. Stacy Norton, hello, beautiful.
Yeah.
Mary Starshine, hello, gorgeous. Diane G, good to see you.
Oh.
Let's see. Maria's task lurking. And Amber says, I don't know what I am, but I know something. I just don't know what still. Then you belong, Amber.
That's right.
You're home.
You belong. Yep. So happy
Every
you're
breath
here.
is a metamorphosis.
Yeah, that's what the yogis say. I don't know what I am, but I know something.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Right.
hilarious. Hey, Garnet, how's London? You're up late, man.
Yeah. Good to
Yeah.
see you.
Burning the night oil. Yeah,
Right?
lovely.
And I do karaoke here too, Garnet.
Yeah, there you go. Here we go again.
Right?
Yeah, welcome. Wiki, I think I did see yours. Let me see. I've got a few of them started. I've got Diane G. Stacy Norton just made a comment. Wiki, I got you, and that's a trip. Okay, and then I've got two that I did from Amber. Okay, she just says that she doesn't remember her dreams, and that's okay. That's what happens at the beginning, and then you get going and you're good. Yeah, so anybody that has a dream, let me know. Okay, so who did I say I had?
Wiki.
I said I had Wiki, and
Yep.
I've got Stacy.
And Diane G.
More of a comment, and Diane G, and that's all I've got so far, you guys. So,
okay.
Yeah. Amber has too many animals. Rossi, yours is needy and demanding. Oh, good. Send it to us. Yeah, send it to us. Did you already put it up there, dear? Because I didn't see it yet.
I think she's meaning her pet, her cat.
I think so too.
Oh.
But I didn't.
Yep, I think she means her cat is needy and demanding. Yep, same.
Well, it doesn't
Right?
take much to confuse me these days. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm like,
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. Leah was calibrating all night long. It was exhausting. So much lab work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cool, Leah.
Yeah.
That's okay. So I watched this weekend. I watched a little bit of a seminar going on with New Realities. I love them, and they go to the very left side of woo woo. So it's always interesting and fun to see what they have to say. But they have this woman on. I've seen her many times. Her name's Gabriella. I can't remember the rest of her name. Anyway, she has a channel, but she was like, some days you get to people and they're like just whipping it. I mean, they're just like Nancy Jean yesterday on her channel, right? They're just in a state of grace. And what this woman had to say, but that was a lot of it. She was talking about our lineage and our ancestors and how important that is in this lifetime to help heal all that, because we can't take it to 5D and they can't either.
Mm-hmm.
And then also that we are calibrating, that we are becoming electromagnetic.
Yes.
Because that's what the earth is becoming.
And you just reminded me, Leah, that in some of that I was witnessing in my dreams last night, there were digits going. I couldn't catch them. They were traveling very fast. And also like between hair combs. You know how the little hair combs that we stick in our head like that, or that were attached on hats? It was as if they were filing behind those, and whatever fell in the slats of the teeth of the comb, that's what you were supposed to be picking up. But they were moving very fast, and that was just a small portion of the lines that were in the dreams. So.
Oh.
That's cool.
And then Leah said something else about it. Here it is. And last night there was a series of 1 and then 2 objects that were important and had to be in order. Wow.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Ooh, in between the teeth of the comb.
Mm-hmm.
And those little combs usually have a so that it can lock the strands of hairs. So there's gaps. The teeth are joined together at the bottom with a hole in the middle. So it grabs other hairs in there. I wonder if I was just picking up on what she was doing.
That could be.
Yeah.
That could be. Yeah.
Last week I pulled out 3 pictures for this group. 2 of them for White Dragon, and the other one was for, well, it was the dog with the tongue hanging out.
Aww.
Yeah. Pet.
Yeah. Mary, yeah, I got yours. I just got it. Thank you for asking. I appreciate your checking me. Alice always makes this look so easy.
You're
And
doing wonderful,
thank
Teri.
you.
Absolutely
I
wonderful.
try to keep up, but okay. Carolyn, hello, beautiful. We always said in LA to watch the newspaper for animals to run away. That means an earthquake is coming. They do know.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. It really is. It really is. Hi, Ann Meredith. This last week was too stimulating and was just happy to get some sleep last night. However, I remember a vision. Ooh, put the vision in. Ann.
Oh, so
Yeah.
happy you got some sleep. I mean, my sleep is so wonky these days. I mean, I either sleep like a rock, otherwise it's patchy. I'm up and down, up and down. Last night I barely got any sleep. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
sleep is really a thing. Are you guys sleeping well?
It's kind of patchy. Last night was the first night that I laid my head on the pillow and I was gone.
Oh, nice.
I
For
was
me,
just gone.
Those nights, I love those nights.
For me, it depends on how the solar flares are. And yesterday, a whole bunch of them went off. They may not have hit the earth yet, but
They were out there.
when they happen, it gets me.
Yeah.
Same with today.
And I think Aaron did say that we're calibrating right now with everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Well, that is part of the draconian chart.
Oh.
Okay, so I can disclose a little bit. I'm not prepared to teach it yet or anything like that, but when the North Node in its transits hits the world point of 0, it's a reset. So what I can tell you is what happened 19 years ago. It's part of the patterning.
Yeah.
Okay, so the South Node hits the Libra point.
Yeah.
And Aries hits the North Node hits the Aries point. And in this reset, your whole chart gets recalibrated. The sign changes, the degrees change, but the house remains the same.
Oh.
And the aspects remain the same. So when we do a progressive chart, we are going forward. But because the nodes move forward, the things in your chart go backwards for a reset. So, all right, now the nodes are into Pisces and Virgo, but the reset happened on January 11th when the nodes hit that 0-degree world point.
Hmm.
And that's really all I can say without being able to sit down and start working on one. And I'm still waiting for my notes to arrive. So
Okay.
That's exciting. That's going to be interesting.
it is very exciting because think about it. Every 19 years in your life, go back. What was the pattern?
Mm-hmm.
How are you supposed to handle it now? And you have to look, you're looking at it through the past darkly, right? Like that old song, right, Garnet? Through the past darkly. And it's just so fascinating because we know what a progress chart is. That's pretty easy. We age. And so we are more accepting of certain world order and can still be ourselves, but we kind of attack it with a different outlook. Like I'm a Virgo and no longer a Gemini. But now in the draconian chart, I'm a Taurus. Or I'm a lesser degree Gemini. I have to still sit down and do the math. So.
Okay. Well, I can't wait for you to. I'll be your guinea pig.
Okay, good.
When you're ready to start the
all of y'all.
draconian.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah. Okay, Diane G. And Diane G. I just love her emoji. Okay. Number 1. I had a dream last night where I was in a body of murky water. I was helping out 3 scared kids who were on top of a makeshift raft made of a door to cross the water and get them to safety. Yay! Hello, Alice. How are
They
you?
just left. They just left.
That's great. Oh, I'm
Do
so
I look
glad you're
like-
here.
Did I look lighter? I dropped a check for $14,740.
Oh, all my
Oh.
angel numbers.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There
You
should be
girl.
everybody's
That's a
angel.
good sign.
Anyway,
Yeah.
continue. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, we're just glad you're here.
I'm so happy
you.
you're here.
I think
Thank you.
everybody was waiting for you to take over.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't think
I'll still
so.
run it. I'll still run it.
Okay.
If you want me to. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll repeat this because I'm so excited. Okay, Diane, I had a dream last night where I was in a body of murky water. I was helping out 3 scared kids who were on top of a makeshift raft made of a door to cross the water and get them to safety. Later on, I realized the body of water was probably flooded. May I ask for your insights of this? Oh, no, it was a flood. Okay, that makes sense.
And that's
So
what you
first of
just
all,
said. I'm
those
sorry.
3 kids showed up again, right?
Those 3
Remember?
kids.
2 dreams last week had 3 children.
That's
in it.
right.
Oh, yeah, you're
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
At least 2, maybe 3 dreams last week.
And while ice may not look murky, where it is clear, it is, because it isn't actually clear. You're seeing the blue or green or whatever is reflecting underneath it, right?
Mhm.
So I'm not saying it's a definite crossover, but
Well, and Kelly just said today that she was predicting lots of floods, didn't you, Kelly?
yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry
A
to
lot of
interrupt.
water,
Yeah.
a lot of water issues in our homes, and then a lot of flooding. But the first thing that I got, Diane, is I wonder if you're not doing the work kind of like what I'm doing at night. You know, I'm helping get people to
That's
safe
right.
houses. I'm feeding immigrants, and I'm wondering if that maybe was you were lending a hand to these kids that were, trying to get to safety. Possibly because then, Diana, I don't even know if you said ice, meaning water
Oh.
ice, but I go to ice, getting,
Yes.
Oh my God, yes.
mhm.
Brilliant.
Well, remember in that one part of the dream, there was water in the road that he was grading out again with the bulldozer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And something had happened to destroy it because it was all tents except for one house. Everything else was a tent.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let me
Wow.
pull some cards on that.
Yes, I think you're working at night too.
I think so too.
That
and-
door, though, is the doorway to the new world. That door means something.
Yes.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
so right.
Yeah.
And sometimes murky water, troubled water can be like, if it's clear, but when things get murky, it's like stuff isn't moving well usually. We can't see. And right now it's hard to see things, isn't it? Because there's a lot of chaos on the world
Mhm.
right now.
Mhm.
So,
Including a takeover of Gaza.
no.
We're going to take it over. You know why? Because Jared wants to put in condos. Yeah, I know. I get empathy. And this is something that we're all trying, you were helping them, that you were showing empathy. You were doing what you could. And all of us are going through something. All of us. And this water thing, I saw somebody mention, what about the water with Neptune? All of us are having water issues, actually.
All of us.
Yes, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I'm having water issues.
Yep.
We've got a vintage sink that we had the bathroom redone upstairs, the kids' bathroom, and the whole thing fell on the floor today.
Yeah.
My cute vintage sink. Yeah, murky is bad in emotions and suffering. A lot of times it is. And sometimes it's like, we just can't see through the water.
Yeah.
to get to the
Yeah.
other side. Or
Yeah, you don't know what's underneath. So we got
Yeah.
everything here on the surface level, and you're not knowing what's below.
yeah,
and
Yeah.
really what's going to happen. I got purpose that you're working with a purpose, Diane, that that's what I feel like you're kind of out there with me. We're doing the work at night, just trying to save people from having to go through this traumatic experience that they shouldn't have to be going through.
yeah, yeah. And I got record. So that can go a couple of different ways, Diane. It could be you've done this before. This is something that you've, been a seer or scroll or not scroll. What's it called when you write things down? You take care of
Scribe.
people. You keep
Scribe.
your Thank you.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Anyway, it can also mean that you've done this in past lives, and I feel
True.
like you probably have.
Is there a door on that book?
It looks there's a window on
An opening of some sort. Okay.
Yeah, so a portal. Yeah, definitely a portal.
I got immerse,
Oh, look at the
Oh, wow.
water.
right?
The
And that
answers
looks like a
below
door,
are below
a
the
dock.
surface.
Right? That's
Yeah.
it's a dock, but
Mm-hmm.
just the way it goes from one page to the next. And then I also pulled from that shaman deck, stretch. You really had to be stretching to make this makeshift raft out of a door that was floating from a flood and get them to safety. You had to stretch everything to get them on there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's Oh, Maria says she'd volunteer for that.
Mm-hmm.
The plane crashed into the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
there's
those
just this is so loaded because yes, this Pisces energy, we have Neptune, and now we have the North Node in Pisces also.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a lot. Yeah, we're getting ice storms in Missouri too. That's right, Mary. Yeah.
We have snow predicted here. We've had it for 3 days, and it's predicted to be like 10 more. It's not very accumulative, but here it paralyzes everyone because nobody can drive in it,
Nobody knows.
Yeah, nobody knows how to do it. Yeah.
Oh, bless them. Okay. So here we go. Next.
I love that, Leah. The door once was a boundary, and now it's freedom.
Oh, Leah.
Oh my God.
Leah, I love that.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Okay. This is amazing. This is just kind of flooring me here, Wiki. So I dreamt I birthed a live heart last night.
There's your empathy again.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that in a video somewhere.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Not the whole birthing process, but that was exactly what had happened.
Well, okay, I'm going to take a little piece of that here because my daughter, who I learned so much from, is now studying the woman's cycles. And she's a doula now and things like that. But she talks about how really with patriarchy, the last 2,000 years, everything's been set up for men's cycles. Like the circadian rhythm, that's a men's cycle. We have a menstrual cycle and we've got like 10 days of this and 8 days of that. And, and then we got the rage and then we got the pain and then we've got all this. So it's like we are going into a different era of working with the divine feminine and birthing that is really important. And then a live heart, because that's where we're going. We're going to be heart-centered.
Yep.
Right?
I totally think so. I think that's it, Vicki. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful dream, I think. It's wonderful.
I agree.
It is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a beautiful.
Oh, honey, she said, I thought it was a tumor. And when I turned it over, it was a beating heart.
Yeah.
That is so beautiful.
Oh, there you go, Garnet.
Oh,
Take another little piece of my heart now, baby.
I love
Right?
that.
Right
A little bit of Janice.
A little bit of my heart, my baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got preservation.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
the other part I got was reframing. Just
Ah.
everything that you
Good.
said.
Good.
And it looks like the
Teri.
birthing canal.
It does.
Wow.
Yep.
And
And this
all
one,
the little
4C,
things-
is similar.
Oh,
That's
look
similar
Oh
at
to
my
that.
gosh. It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
similar.
Yeah.
And look at all the little fish swimming.
Yeah.
I got release, and that looks like.
Oh
looks
my,
like-
yes. Absolutely. What we
Here
were
comes
just
the
talking
water.
about.
Oh,
There
Cycle.
goes the water.
Here
Yeah.
it comes. And I got awakened.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, that's
Oh, here we
beautiful.
go. And I think those are a lot of hearts that are being added.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, we just got the whole menstrual cycle right now.
The fallopian
Period.
tubes. We got it all. Yeah.
Ah.
Sensing a theme here, right, Anya?
Yeah.
Okay. Amber. Amber's new. Last night I was told, I know you're the leader. LOL. But that seems not right. I don't know.
Trust it. Trust it, Amber. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes,
Or-
Allie. Right? You
Yeah.
gotta trust.
Yeah,
You gotta
you do.
trust.
And right now it's who's in charge. No one's in charge. We have to do it ourselves. So you are the leader, Amber, and that's all of us. We have to be our own leader. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We are-
I just got a flutter from that when, as you were reading it, like my
Mhm.
heart just jumped up higher.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. Own your divinity.
Yeah.
We are all creators. Oh, what did you pull?
I got transformation, and doesn't that look like she's a leader? She's sitting on that chair like she's owning it. And
Yep.
it says things are changing, Amber, at a cellular level, and you're going through some deep healing. And so, yeah, like Ellie said, own it, trust it.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And use and trust your intuition is what
Yeah.
which is all of us have to do that. Yeah.
Well,
Hi, Paul. Nice to see you.
Yeah. I got meditation, of course.
Okay.
So,
That's
but
perfect.
yeah, take care of your little girl inside you,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
then let her grow up to be the boss lady, man.
Because in taking care of that little girl, you will find renewal
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
and therefore be able to find the consistency we need
Mm-hmm.
in order to take care of ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of the burning heart, that's an
Right?
interesting another heart dream. So there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, next. Let's see. So that was Amber. Now we're going to Mary. Mary, I dreamed of a huge white and black cat. She was playing with a tiny white and black puppy. The puppy looked directly at me. The cat kept pushing the puppy with her right paw.
Jelly. Jealous, right?
Maybe she was the boss of him.
Yeah, maybe. Speaking of, probably the puppy was male and the cat was female.
Right? That's what I'm kind of thinking. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
And black and white.
Not
You know.
everything's not, not everything is black and white.
Right.
That it's
Well, the fact that you even notice it's the right paw.
Yeah.
True. Yes. Yes. Yep. Wow. I love that.
Hmm.
Puppy is male. Yep. Puppy is
Mhm.
male. Yep. So it's the patriarchy.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like you're already taking care of business here, Mary.
Yes,
at your
Mary.
house.
Yeah, definitely. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And whether that's just with your soul and spirit, which is all we can do, right? But also in your relationships.
Hmm.
Your
I
own
like what Rossi said here, too. Just
duality and balance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yin and yang. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Patricia
Thanks,
says in our
Kelsey.
own sovereignty. Love
Yeah.
that. My Celtic seer. Yeah, I love that. Bora, thank you everyone for being here and for everyone who liked.
Oh,
to the
thank you,
point.
Thank you.
Janet.
Janet's so good. She goes from place to
Thank
place.
you.
Yeah.
She is
So
amazing.
Yeah.
I got to observe, and that kind of is what you were doing. You were observing, the cats and the dog, and maybe it's just the message, just to keep your head on a swivel and to keep observing and keep acknowledging and just maybe doing some reflection.
Yeah.
And I got record or record.
Well,
You know,
maybe
it's really-
journaling.
Earlier.
Yeah.
It is important for us to write down our dreams.
Exactly, because in it,
Yeah.
a pattern forms.
It
So
does.
the cat was mature,
Mm-hmm.
and the puppy was being a puppy. I don't want to play puppy stuff, right? I got work to do. I've got things to take care of.
Right.
That consistency from the previous reading.
What about the puppy? The puppy wants dominance because it thinks it's just playing around. It could be the male role. Yeah, and saying I'm going to do whatever I want to, and the cat, nope, fighting against it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like what we do have to take the upper hand with our children sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hello.
Now, discipline is important.
That's true.
Yeah.
I
You're
don't.
in church, sit still. Sorry.
I rarely want to talk about politics, but I wonder if there's so much going on in the world and you're hearing stuff and that, the white color, is usually pure intentions, pure beliefs,
guy.
The genuine people, and then the black, can sometimes mean darkness and, being, not being in alignment with your beliefs. And so, with everything going on in the world, it could be, the whole black and white thing.
Yeah. And I
going
love
on.
this. She's saying, grow up. Come on. Stop your childish games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 So
I got, this is being in the flow, but it's also witnessing. And that's kind of what we need to do right now is we need to watch ourselves, right? And we watch what's going on. We process our feelings.
Yep.
And then we watch.
Move back to the higher vibe if possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And try not to absorb any of the crud.
Yeah. It's a lot. We know it's a lot.
It is.
Because I'm going through it. I know my girlfriends are going through it. Okay. Here we go. Mary Starshine, thank you. Patricia Hernandez, my Thomas Tiger True Heart started sleeping with me about 3 months ago. Normally he sleeps in what I call his box top palace. That we were talking about our animals being wanting
More
to be
needy.
more needy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anne Marie. And Mare. A vision. I saw me as a blue person laying next to me when I woke up the other day.
Whoa.
Oh, that's your starseed coming home to roost.
Yeah. I'm feeling Palladian, but I'm also feeling maybe Arcturian.
Oh. Tall white. That's Arcturian, right?
Are they? Arcturian
Right.
blue.
So now I get record.
Oh,
wow.
That's making a.
Yeah.
Oh, the blue person was you. Yeah, blue is what you were. I'm thinking that's your soul tribe, your spirit tribe, and where you're from.
This is your beginning.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a Hebrew letter. That's the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet.
Oh, wow.
And it's very
In the
reflective,
beginning.
right? And it's blue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As blue is such a sacred color in the Hebrew culture.
Huh. I'm getting commit. So that's you, and you're really looking at things right now. Like perhaps you're looking at things in ways that you haven't before. Like all of us here, right? Are kind of on that journey. And so it kind of feels like you're really seeing through the glass now, seeing through the constructs of the pentagram or whatever you want to call it around us, the karmic structure.
Swampy, yeah, blue avian.
Blue avian. Thank you. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, I always get avians and octarians mixed up. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Just because I looked, it says ponder.
Oh, I love those cards. Those are the best. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yes. Agreed. Yeah, definitely.
I got prepare, and I also got Gaia Gateway activation that they're saying that you got an activation, a learning experience, and a wisdom transmission, Earth intelligence. And so what I think is they're preparing you and to expect other upgrades soon, and that you were able, it was almost like an out of body experience. There we go. And that you were able to actually witness yourself being upgraded.
Oh, yes, please.
Yes.
Dang.
You know, and you can't make this up, because I shuffled and pulled up, the same card came up.
Oh, so
I
we're
was
at the
just
beginning
looking
of
for my own brain on this, right? And
Yep.
Yeah.
you can't make this.
Wow. Nope, you can't.
Right?
Okay.
Well, I think you're right where you need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this archangel Michael is blue, and
Gabriel.
Gabriel is blue. They're all different shades of blue. And I mean, even Raphael is that teal green blue with a pink beating heart.
Yeah.
How do you make purple? You need blue.
You know,
right?
I have to tell you this. This is important. Tomorrow, it's 50 states and 50 protests at everybody's what do you call it? Capital, and you're supposed to wear blue.
Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah.
Well, that's significant.
Yeah.
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 Wow. Okay. All right.
Thank you for sharing that, Allie.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Allie. Stacy Norton. I met another me in a dream. I was with a friend. I was thinking, well, she's a good looking older lady, and later realized it was me.
If you take care of yourself, you'll be that very thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Eat your avocado every day.
That's right. If they don't get tariffed anyway.
Yeah, even when they're $10.
But that was just from California. I buy from California.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love my house.
I think you're time jumping.
Yeah.
I think that's you in another dimension, Stacy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you sometimes we kind of cross. Oh yeah, 11:11. There we go.
Well, welcome.
Yeah.
Can't make it up, man.
Right?
It really does feel like, Stacy, you're time jumping.
Yeah, I think so too, because you don't look like an older lady from your picture that I could see. So
No,
it's you in the future. Yeah, absolutely. And that's going on, that we can do the multiverse. That's right, Wiki.
Not that I'm the oldest or anything, but
oh no.
he was before me.
This is the only time I'm not. So okay, I'll deal with it.
And so hot.
There you go. Thank you, ma'am.
There you go. Whip that hair back. There you go.
And I think a lot of us are experiencing time warps, time jumps. I mean, I woke up on Sunday and I thought it was Monday. And
Well, and the month of January, just like that. Just like
Right?
that. Yes.
Time is
And,
moving really fast.
It is. And
Yeah.
what is
I'm
it?
so
Next
glad
week is- Yeah.
Normally I don't take the tree down to Valentine's Day. I'm so glad I already have it down.
Oh, there you go. You're ahead of yourself. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I vacuumed.
Oh, I did that too. Yesterday.
So I get this is the calm. Now, this is the calm before what? We've been through the storm. This is the calm before growth.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Interesting.
I got surrender. And so and it could be a message for just even like right now, Stacy, just, if you're worried about getting old or worried about that wrinkle or we're just that whole aging thing, surrender to it. And you know what you can do? You can cut out a little piece of paper and you can write on it, I'm getting younger, I'm getting younger every day, and you can put it on your mirror where you can see it.
Yeah.
Tempest in a teacup.
Yeah. Yep.
I love it.
That was a teacup.
love it. Because most of us, I don't know about you girls, but I know that I think of myself as being only like in my 40s, unless something happens, I don't feel good or something, and then I feel 90. But it's all in here. It really
is.
Yeah.
I'm 18 and I can do what I
you go.
want.
Right.
And I know why the singer's name is Alice.
Oh, Mary's living large. She's making
Mary.
7 million tonight.
Mary, we're all really good friends of yours too.
Yeah,
Right? Mary.
we're on a first name basis, right?
Yes, that's
But
right.
we do love you.
Yes.
Yeah, Maria is ageless, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I get that if we can live through this next 10, 20 years, that we'll live another 40 if we want to.
Let's try to live
Like
through
I
this
said.
one first.
We made it through 25 years of being married to Matt Bowles.
We were out for a walk yesterday, and I didn't think anything of it. We were just kind of sludging around, and this gal was out in her front yard, and I swear she's an actress. I know I've seen her in movies, and I just kept walking, didn't think any. And we got by her, and she said something about, "Hey kids," and I turned and I looked at her and I said, "Well, thank you." And I said, "I don't feel like a kid." And she said, "Well, you're kind of walking like your kids." And I said, "Well, I'll take it." I said, "I'll take that we're kids." And I said, "Some days I sure don't feel like a kid. I'll tell you what."
Right.
But I'm still trying to figure out. I know she's an actress, and
cool.
I can't.
It's so magical in California, isn't it?
You know who I'd love to
never
run
know
into
who
is
it is.
Jennifer. Is it Jennifer Coolidge? Yeah.
Wouldn't she be fun to go out for lunch with? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy Mike White that does all the shows, the Blue Lotus or whatever they are. Anyway, so they went on a safari together. Like he was going to go with the buddy and the buddy they broke up or whatever. And so she went with them, and she said it's like in this little tiny tent and they're right next to each other, and she doesn't sleep. So she would just be staring at her book, and he would keep waking up, and she would just look over at him.
I can see her doing you look just like her when you did that.
I'm always thinking about that. Oh my God.
That's cute. That's cute.
And White Lotus is coming out, I think, next
Third season.
week.
Yes.
Mhm.
But she, I would love it if they found her and she came back, but I don't think.
Me too.
Right?
She made it. She really made that.
It's the twin sister that speaks with the English.
Do you know what? I
accent.
watched the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary or whatever it was. Do you know she actually applied as a Saturday Night Live cast person and they didn't pick her?
What?
They didn't pick
Way
a
back.
lot of famous
Way
people.
back. Yeah, there's a lot of people like that. Stephen Colbert too. Yeah, he was one.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, I
I
can't
know.
remember who they were. She is a dream, isn't she? Yeah. Right.
Oh, she
Vicky?
reminds you of Teri, Leah? Oh my.
Thank you. I'll take that.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, that's a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you have
Oh.
friends that know Maya Rudolph? I love Maya Rudolph. I'm
You
watching
know, her
her new
mother was
series.
Midnight at the Oasis, Maria
Mhm.
Muldaur.
Are you? No,
Oh,
I
I
had
did
no
not
idea. I
know that.
love
That was her
her.
mom. Yeah.
Midnight at
Who
the
else?
Oasis.
She also did It Ain't the Meat, It's the Motion, didn't she?
Think
Did you
so.
hear that one? Yeah, I think that was
Yeah.
her. Yeah. So
She did
anyway,
a lot of them.
yeah, she did a lot. Okay,
A
don't go
lot of
there.
songs.
Oh God. Okay. That was amazing, Stacy. Thank you.
Yes.
Let's see, Garnet.
Yeah, we kind of got off on a tangent on that one.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah, Amber, we're usually a little cleaner than this.
Not
Um,
always.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I
Okay.
had a dream. I saw St. Augustine alive,
Ooh.
has you and me tearing through these quarters in the utmost misery with a blanket underneath his arm and a coat of gold searching for the very souls whom A.L.
I dreamed I saw Saint. Are you? This is Bob Dylan.
Oh, is he quoting lyrics again? Because he
I
does
think
this.
so.
He's
I
really
think so.
good. Oh,
That's
He's-
okay.
He's
Yeah.
testing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bob
Yep.
Dylan.
Garnet,
Yep.
I have blonde hair this month, so don't be doing that to me.
He's being her Jennifer Coolidge. I mean,
Yeah.
But
Cool.
let's all give Bob a big shout out because he's
he
made it.
can't really sing, but I like his
Well,
music.
not anymore. But
He's on a tour right now.
yeah,
Oh, is he?
I mean,
I
I
saw
saw
that.
him in September.
Yeah, my
Okay.
nephew just asked me if I'd drive him to Topeka to see him, and I said no. It's an hour away, and I don't
And-
like the highways. It's a
And
horrible
if tell him if it's free and he has a ride, but
Yeah.
because well, Diana, you saw him. I saw him at the Hollywood Bowl in whatever month it was, and
Yeah, the same night my kid and his wife went.
yeah,
Sitting in the same.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's sad to see because he is such an entertainer. But
Mhm.
now it's more like listening to Tom Waits, who's when he's drunk. But Bob is not under the influence of anything anymore.
He's just old.
He's
Mhm.
I swear to you, he had to have been brought out in a wheelchair and had to be taken away in a wheelchair because there were no lights on.
Oh.
And
Okay.
and Willie came out dancing, compared.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think,
Well,
he's,
if you were a rock star, basically, you've had a hard life. Like
yes.
it's not an easy
right?
life. And so you're going to age faster than just people that. do
Well,
a
he is
regular-
80. He is 80. He's older than me. He's 80. I think he
Okay.
turns 80 this year.
But some people look at Paul McCartney. He doesn't look.
Well,
that
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends. Yeah.
But he had Linda.
Well,
Bob
he
had
did.
a wild ride.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
they're both Gemini. How about that?
And he's from Minnesota.
Ah,
Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota.
What do you say?
He's
Eh?
from Minnesota.
Eh?
Oofda.
Put it on the table down, eh?
Going to the lake.
Patricia, I do have
Oh,
your
you do have it.
your new message here, and I am going to share it. And this is a good lead into it because Leah's asking on any advice on keeping oneself intact.
Humor.
And
Yeah.
and so here I'm going to read this. This is from Patricia, and Patricia, this is the 2-part. And last week we shared the first part. She said, as I was viewing Linda G's show on February 1st, I noticed a statue I've not seen before of Archangel Michael on the stand next to her. I started to feel Archangel Michael's energy coming in. I paused Linda G's show, and then I asked him, what would it take to do good trouble, which was part of last week's message.
Mhm.
I heard the words holy war. Here is what I heard him say to me. There are dark beings that are connected to the nefarious players on earth. He said he allows certain types of bad trouble. When the dark being's energy tries to extend into the heavenly realm, this would bring on a holy war. The slight image I received was a slow-moving dust storm cloud approaching in the distance. Where Archangel Michael was standing, he said, do not dare cross the arc of light, for you will be destroyed. The dark beings' connection with the nefarious players on Earth would be disrupted, causing their downfall. I am Archangel Michael, and I am here to serve. I then asked him if this was the only way you will act. He then said, we are always monitoring the dark ones that came from long ago. They were defeated, yet still want to do their dark ways. We love them in a way, yet will not put up with them coming into our realms. Those that work with them on Earth and other places are going through a lesson of discernment. Discernment is a barometer that gives you the ability to make decisions and choices based on love of yourself and others. He goes on to say, I love them all of humanity, even those who make decisions that hurt or harm. Yet I will not allow them or their connection to the dark beings to cross the arc of light. I am Archangel Michael, and I am here to serve. So I was and am still in awe of his message. I then continued viewing Linda G's show. There were some more things she said that stood out. The first one is where she said, every single piece of bad news which I've seen and heard, the realm will take care of. The other was, she stated, I see a force of angels and humans coming forward saying no. Wow, that's powerful. And this gave her hope. So, and that's the new message. I love that.
It gives me hope.
Yeah. And Leah, and the meek shall inherit the earth.
Well, and to what Leah had said earlier,
Yeah.
I pulled a couple of cards.
Good.
And first of all, we need to treat ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All the chocolate you want, but we need to treat ourselves to self-love.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
I think that's a good way for all of us to, with prayers like that.
Mm-hmm. So beautiful. So beautiful.
Great insights.
Carolyn was saying that we didn't find her dream, so I went back and I found her
Did
dream.
you find it? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I
Yeah.
noticed that there were some new ones starred that weren't there before. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Carolyn. That was my bad.
That's okay. And
and
Rossi tells me it was Minnie Ripperton, not
Oh,
not-
Maria.
yeah, Minnie
Okay.
Ripperton was Maya Rudolph's mother.
I love her too.
Yeah. They
Um,
remind me of each other. I don't know.
They do, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. Same.
Carolyn,
Uh-huh.
in my dreams, in the first half, I was a male
From the Cathars.
from
Yeah.
the Cathars. And in the
And-
second half, I was a female Cathar.
Mm,
What is a Cathar?
alien, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna look.
No,
up.
the Cathars are middle age way of, they were monks and it was
Oh.
a religion and it was very strict and it was
Yep.
It was, am I right in thinking it's the
Yeah.
part of the Reformation
Yep. I
era,
just
or
got
just
it off.
before leading into the Reformation and all of that heavy duty?
Why won't this let me post it? Damn it. All right. Well, I'll just read it. The Cathars were a Christian sect that flourished in Europe during the 12th and 13th century. They were a heretical group whose beliefs were based on early Christian Gnosticism. It comes from the Greek word pure.
And so they were very strict, like Hasidic Jews.
But they also believe in a dualism of good and evil, and the material world is evil.
Yeah.
And so that's interesting because she dreamt of duality herself here, being a male and then a female. So
It feels like past life, doesn't it?
It
And I
does.
pulled a card and I got revisiting that you were revisiting, your past lives in your dreams.
Ooh,
Yeah.
to say the least, because the first card I got here is pursue your dreams. So let's look deeper into that. Because Carolyn, I know you already know how to do all that stuff anyway.
Yep.
Mhm.
And transition.
Oh, look at patriarchal to matriarchal.
Yeah.
You know, I was that was forming up here.
Uh-huh.
And even if we think about the Cathars, how many people had to hide
Yeah,
Yep.
sure. Mhm.
all through human nature?
Yes.
How many people have had to hide their true selves?
Yes. And now we're
With
being
their
asked to
own
do that
duality.
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
People are being asked to do that.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting that the female was the second half.
Yeah.
Ricky says, yeah, I got awakened.
Oh,
So this is you
Ah.
waking up. Yeah.
we're just waking up. We
Yeah.
females. Yeah.
I
Oh,
love that.
transgender. There's a possibility as well. The State Department has taken T off of the LGBT. It's only LGB now.
Don't you think they're blowing smoke because they're doing something else somewhere else that's even worse?
I'm
Probably.
Sure. I'm sure.
I don't know.
It's just a distraction, so we don't worry about our Social Security checks.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not that that's not
Yes.
a huge thing,
Yeah.
because it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's disgusting. But
There is a theme here: male, female, and a redistribution of balance. You're right.
yeah,
Yeah.
non-duality,
Mhm.
Leah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Very
love
nice.
that, Leon.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love that.
Mhm.
Okay. Did we have another one? Or did we all get?
I think Celtic Seer, what she's saying is a kind of a
Oh,
nice
yeah, I saw
kind of
that.
way to maybe end this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sensing something's changing in the ethers if more outrageous actions are perpetuated against society. Well, people are standing up. I know that they were there all day in front of the Treasury building, and actually the senators and the Congress people weren't allowed to go in, which to me, and all of the people that are working with this particular person in the Treasury building are under 25 years old. And a couple of them are Canadians. And they
Oh,
have
I didn't know
no,
that.
and I have nothing against Canadians at all.
Don't love them.
But-
So nice.
But
No.
yeah, I love them absolutely. But if we're Americans in the Treasury Department, that would be bad enough. But now we got people like him and the kid, and it's just very, very scary.
Yeah. I perused the news this morning, and I saw the list of that little group, and a few of them were 18.
They look like they're about 15 years old. Their
Yeah.
pictures. I call them the little boys. That's what I call them. Yeah.
Well, and yes,
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
we have, it's the ethers are way above. It's the whole of the universe, and it is
Yeah.
the anxiety that we're all going through. But we have 5 planets changing signs.
Mm-hmm.
5
Yeah.
planets that don't
Mhm.
change signs on a real quick, regular basis.
Right.
250 years for Pluto, 187 for Neptune. You know, these are slow moving planets.
Mhm.
It takes Uranus 84 years to go around the sun once. You
Yeah.
know, so
Sure.
you don't get your first Uranus return until you're 84 years old. So
Mhm. Yeah.
there is this big transition coming, period. Whether it's returning to the past through the future, you got to remember that you have to keep a foot in the past because you are the future.
Mhm.
And our age is irrelevant because we
Yes,
are
right.
aging backwards.
There you go.
And body parts are replaceable.
We need to have one of those, like an auto body shop. We need to have the old elder body shop. There
Yeah.
you go.
I love that, Amanda. A roller coaster of love. Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Annie, this describes us well. My brain no longer fits in my head.
Right?
Yeah,
I
it's
carry
growing.
it in
Yeah.
a cardboard box.
Yeah. Good for you, Annie.
Don't
We
let it
love that.
get you
Yeah.
down. Yeah, it's only castles burning. I love that. Yeah, our brains are growing. That's for sure with all this stuff going on. 10,000 of us need to go to our house and say, since Elba is living in our house, we want to stay there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Well, that was awesome. Thank you,
Yeah.
everybody.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank
Lots
you.
of good laughter. For
We
some
needed that.
Passion with
Oh, there's our
Right.
lotus. I love
There's
that.
our lotus, our compassion lotus.
Yeah. So
And that
beautiful.
looks like your logo on your channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went very Tommy Bahama, or who was that guy that sang Cheeseburger in Paradise? Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Buff.
I'm looking
And
kinda
I'm
Jimmy
thinking
Buffett
of
on that.
Bruce Springsteen, the one that Dancing in the Dark.
Oh, I love
I
that.
remember blasting that going through Tampa, Florida with my 9-year-old who was cowering in the front seat because it was too loud and I was singing my brains out.
I love it.
Your mama was so cool.
So
She's so
cool.
Yes,
Right.
Thanks,
Your
Yeah.
Leah.
mama rocks.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. So
Yeah,
everybody
Yes,
thank
have
Lee,
a
I'm
you.
great
so
night.
glad
Thanks
Alice
for being
made
here.
it.
I
Yeah.
know. I was
Yeah.
glad to catch you guys. That's great.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
They asked me why the singer's name is Alice. I said, baby, you wouldn't
see y'all
really
later.
understand.
Oh, what's that? Prepare.
Prepare.
Oh, that's a good one.
But I know
Yeah.
why his name is Alice.
Yeah. Yeah. We are
Amen,
not
And
Norman.
it's not what you think.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
right. Okay. Night night, everybody.
Night,
Good night.
everyone.